So we're going to pretend that this shirt is nicely ironed and you want to keep it that way. You're going to start off with it on the hanger, take it off, and the first thing you're going to do is button it all up. That's really important. So you're going to lay it out, and you're going to button all the buttons, or actually you can button the first...
Why don't you get that other shirt out of the way? And the hanger. Okay, good.
Okay. You can actually just button the top 2 buttons, and then every other button is fine. Okay. But the important thing is to grab the shoulders, not on this seam, but where your shoulder really is, so that you see how the top of the shirt lays very nicely. Okay, just like it would be on the hanger. And then you take that place and you lay it down. And then you spread it out just like with everything else. You spread it out nice and flat, and take some time to do it because it's worth it. On the sleeve, you grab the seam at the bottom and lay it out. See, here's the seam at the bottom, and then the top is the top of the shirt. If it were nicely pressed, there would be a line up here that would make it easy to see. Okay, so now at this point we have the shirt all laid out, nice and flat. The collar would be up like that, and you do it the same way as everything else. You fold it in.
So you're taking the right hand...
It doesn't matter. You take one of the sleeves,
sure.
Fold it in, see, just about that much, and then you fold it back. And
but you're folding it like to the center, to the button.
Like to the center, exactly. Okay, so it's nice and straight here.
Okay.
It's straight here.
Right.
And it's the same way that you fold every single thing. Into the center, make it nice and flat, and then gently put this on top, and every step of the way making sure that...
So this is going to overlap a little
That
bit,
overlaps.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Okay, and you make sure that everything is nice and flat. Now, you fold it up halfway, and you fold it up all the way. Now, the way you'll see the shirts coming out of the laundry, you'll have this side up. It'll look, this is kind of backwards to the way most people do it. The reason that I have found this works is it protects the collar.
Cool.
So that the only thing that's out is the back of the collar. And then when you go to put it into the suitcase, look at that. The collar isn't out because that's the part that you particularly don't want to get mushed up. And look at how nice and flat everything is except right here. So this is a spot where, let's say, you would put your toiletries, or you would find some t-shirt that you had forgotten about and you would roll it up and you'd crunch it into there. So at this point I would probably leave it, because I don't see anything else that can be packed at this moment, and you would leave it open until you're just about ready to go to the airport, and that's when you close it. And if like in this case it's not full, so that's the time that you would, can't find the other piece of this, but you would use this thing if it's not full. If the suitcase is full, this thing isn't needed. Now, you'd asked me before, where do you put socks and underwear if you haven't already used them? In your case, we filled up the shoes with them. But no, I would put them here. You see the space here? These are where you could roll up socks, underwear, and stick them in all around the edges to protect everything and keep it from moving. You don't want, see, not there, because there it's up to the edge. You want to stick it up here where there's space, because the whole way to keep things nice in a suitcase is not to let them move around too much. That's the whole point. Okay? So with these easy steps, I think that packing will be a breeze.
Oh boy.